It's the Edible Valley podcast. It is a brand new year, 2026. Jonathan, how are you?
Oh, I'm waking up, Will. I'm a little tired right now.
You're not waking up. It's the opposite. We've got to get this podcast boshed out in 10 minutes so he can go to bed.
That's right, because I am back working in Port Alberni. I just opened up with my class. Brand new class, Professional Cooks Level 1. I've got 12 students right now, and they are excited to be there. And they want to get cooking. So got to teach them all the ropes first. And then after they figure out how not to burn themselves or cut themselves, we're going to let them in the kitchen and open up the bistro down there and have it open 3 days a week so people can come in and eat. So.
I'm just imagining you as Michael Scott handing out chocolate bars to inspire them. All right. And I've got back from England, so I'm going to talk to you about the wonder this is English food. So stay tuned. It's the Edible Valley podcast.
Welcome to the Edible Valley Podcast.
We want to invite you as we embark on a culinary journey through the heart of Vancouver Island.
From the fertile fields
to the pristine waters of the Pacific Ocean.
We'll explore the stories behind the food that nourishes us.
Tune in to each episode as we deep dive into the flavours, the traditions and the innovations that make this a true paradise.
Now please join us as we explore our Edible Valley.
I'm just trying to make it sound like we were laughing and then turn the microphones back on.
Yeah.
But I just started laughing.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. That's the year. That's 2026. That's what it's all about.
And thank you for listening to the Edible Valley Podcast.
Thank you. We wouldn't be, without you, we would just be a couple of guys in a studio talking to each other.
Just rambling.
Which honestly might be worth it on its own merit.
It's
but
pretty much what we do anyway.
Glad you're here. So, right, I've got down here, welcome Will back to Canada.
Sorry.
After you.
William. Welcome back to the Comox Valley.
We've got Erin in here now. She hasn't got a microphone, but you're like our set line. You're our backup. What's John's line? John, ask Will about England.
Exactly. I'm getting there. Well, you know what, Will? You've been gone for a while. So tell us about your amazing adventures and especially some of the great food you got to eat.
Well, I've actually, for one, got something with me. I've got a food prop. Usually I've eaten them by now. So I'm really excited. We're gonna talk a little bit about English food, I think.
Yeah, let's get into that.
Yeah. So I'm trying to kind of work backwards from telling you how greedy I've been and how many portions of fish and chips I've eaten, but then work back and try and make it into some sort of lesson that's worthy of podcasting. But my gosh, fish and chips. Bloody hell.
Are they not the best in the world over there?
Well, look, here it's really good as well, actually.
Yeah.
I think I haven't just, this is another story for another time, but I went over there and I was like, oh my God, I have fish and chips, I've got to have fish and chips. And I went like probably twice a week.
Right,
okay.
of course.
I put on 13 pounds in 6 weeks. True story. That's one stone. That sounds a little bit better.
I wasn't going to say anything.
So, but it was correctly pointed out to me by my lovely Canadian Albertan wife,
right,
that there's plenty of good fish and chips here in Canada, and there is. I
true.
think part of me that my homeland just thinks I'm only going to have it in England, but that's going to change.
Okay,
because there's a world of fish and chips.
There's a world of fish and chips, but there is something nice about there's a chippy on every corner.
There really is.
You can have some great food, and they deep fry everything there.
Absolutely everything. And there's weird things as well. So my sister just moved to this little town called Ottery St Mary. It's basically a village in Devon, but if you call it a village, everyone goes mental and says it's a town. So she has a chippy on the end of her road, and I'm talking, they got the order wrong. I went back, I was there in a minute and a half, and I was back again in 2.5 minutes.
Right.
You got these in there, rammed with people, all right? Mad Polish woman shouting out orders, and you think, well, look, this is run like a tight ship. This is going to be good fishing, and it was. It was really good. Okay, we have 2 more buttered sausage. It makes our food in England sound even worse when it comes from a classy foreign accent.
Right, of course. Yeah.
But no, I mean that's let's focus at fish and chips. All right, great. About fish and chips in Canada. You have it too.
They're beautiful.
Battered sausages.
Battered sausages. How was that?
Why on earth are they not here? Have you had one before?
No.
I mean, come on. I'm going to have a word with every place that does fish and chips. Battered sausage, jumbo battered sausage, they call them. They're about a foot long.
Really?
And they're just a sausage that has been completely battered.
That sounds amazing.
With salt and vinegar.
Well, and you know what? It's kind of like we like crispy, crunchy food.
Yeah.
And I was telling my students today about that. I said, it's all about carnival food, you know, because those are kind of those foods that we all are sort of drawn, or definitely the North American diet. And North American and the British diet.
Where did you get it from us?
I think it might be you brought it to us. So we can blame colonization for that, for sure. Which may be the worst thing I've said in this podcast.
Oh my gosh.
But that is definitely like, it's that we love that crunchy texture, right?
It's very true.
I totally get it. So yeah, I see the sausages being absolutely amazing.
You know, around the UK coastline, I mean, we have some of the most amazing fish in the world, just like we do around Vancouver Island. But, you know, we export almost all of it because all we want is Icelandic cod. And it's true.
Right.
So everything gets, if you buy something in the Mediterranean, you know, paella, for example, chances are it's going to be a lot of English fish in there.
Really?
But yeah, and then if you buy something in an English chippy, chances are, if it's not pollock or hake or something like that, it's probably going to be Icelandic fish.
Really?
Which is just the best.
Just the best.
Fish
And
and
it kind of
chips,
just sets it up, right?
Really, really good. Yeah. Very, very tasty.
Now, what are some of the things that make a fish and chip so amazing? For being a professional from the land of fish and chips.
I almost don't want to just completely take over this podcast with this, but you know, I am. I love living in Canada. Like, my life here has taken off. I'm very grateful, eternally grateful for this country, and it will be an honor to get my citizenship at the end of this year.
Right,
and I will give to this country. But there's something about going back to your homeland that you'll never. And you know, Eva has it for here.
Right.
You know, she's something about landing here on your home soil. And it really is, it's quite powerful. And then to move that into something less, you know, to chips. But you walk into a chippy, here, fish and chips are almost done better. They make a lot of effort and you pay for that. You know, you pay like $24-25. Now, things have got more expensive in the UK, just like they have here, but it's a poor man's food in the UK. And that's how it's seen. And so you go into a chippy and it's a greasy old building, and as it should be. Cash only, almost always. And they don't say hello. It's what's your order? You know, unless you're a local, what do you want? And, you know, pie and chips, battered pollock and chips, jumbo battered sausage. You know, you say the order. You say, I'll have a battered sausage, please. And there's the guy in the fry station, and they'll be like, jumbo battered! It's the least refined. You know, if you think of England as Hugh Grant England, it's not Hugh Grant England. So it's that atmosphere. And then they wrap it in paper, which I really love. Most places.
Yeah.
They wrap it in paper, not newspaper like they used to. A lot of the time now they have it looking like newspaper.
Right.
Like it's commercially made, but it looks like a newspaper.
Parchment paper that has the...
Exactly, writing. And then they just... And it's the portion is ridiculous. I mean, you'd never... When they talk about Five Guys adding an extra scoop into every bag, I mean, that and like 3 times that. I mean, you never finish... your chips. No English person ever finishes them. There's so many. And then it's a whole side, it's a whole fillet as well, battered, which takes up the length of the bag. And the size of the fish guides the size of the bag. So you're walking out of there with a bag full of these paper things that are, I guess, 3 inches high, 1.5 foot long, and, you know, 8 inches wide. And then, and that feeling, and they're all soggy when you open them, they're still delicious. And then you put them in the car, it's like Subway. You know someone's been down the chippy. You can't hide it. It's not like Subway when you always find an olive with a bit of sauce. Or, you know.
It's that aroma comes out as soon as you open the door.
So, and of course the European Union have worked out why Subway bread tastes so good, and that is because it's in fact a cake. But we'll talk about that another day. So that whole experience, and then you go home and you just open it all up, you just slam it on the table, sauce, and you go.
Well, that was my next question. What are the sauces that are... Is it a difference in sauces, or like, because here we're like definitely tartar sauce.
Well, name some of your sauces, right?
Tartar sauce, the remoulade, or of course, good old American hollandaise or ketchup.
I just imagined asking for a remoulade. You can have a remoulade, please. They'd say yes, of course, and then they'd cough and go tosser. Sorry, I'm not sure I'm supposed to say that as an English swear word, but no, I mean you can ask for a remoulade if you want. You might not get out there alive.
Yeah.
Even if you ask for tartar, you're pushing it. There'll be a snigger. It's like going into a pub and asking for a half pint. You just don't do it.
Don't do it.
They'll say, wait a minute, this wouldn't do it. So definitely not remoulade. It's ketchup. It's the usual North American staples and mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, mayonnaise.
Sometimes mustard. They do have like Heinz tartar.
What about the brown sauce?
That's more of a breakfast sauce.
Right.
I think some people do have it. It's probably in the chip.
Yeah.
I don't eat brown sauce. I think it's disgusting. But it's a very common for the full English breakfast.
Right.
Which we can do another show on. I mean, trust me.
That's a whole show right there. Yeah.
There's a new Facebook page in the Comox Valley, British expats in the Comox Valley.
Okay.
And it started when I was away. They celebrated New Year's Eve Greenwich Mean Time at 4 o'clock in Church Street Trap House, and they will know me at the moment as the guy that just posts pictures of his full English breakfast and then complains that he put on £13.
Okay, yeah.
But no, I mean we'll talk about that another time. But that whole, to answer your question, that whole vibe of a chip shop is just amazing.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
But it is very greasy and it's dirty and you put on weight, but. Oh my gosh.
But you know what? I always feel like some of those little hole-in-the-wall places have some of the best food in the world.
Yeah.
Like if you're going for barbecue, some of those little joints that are small little places in the back, just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Even some of the best burger joints that I've, ever, the best burgers have been those really greasy spoons.
Yeah.
I mean, there's always, George's here with the
George's,
combo burger, which is
what's that place that remind me of my brain at this time of night? In Marina Gardens, they do fish and chips in Comox. He's a food truck.
Yes, I'm blanking on the food truck that's there.
Erin, line, food truck.
The fish and chip
Marina
one.
Gardens. She's blanking. All of us are of a certain age now.
But definitely, if you're in Marina Park,
check it out. Look, you'll know it if you absolutely will know it. That's fantastic. My dad says it's actually some of the best fish and chips he's ever had in there.
Oh, yeah.
But it kind of gets my goat up because they make an effort. And they say please and thank you, please come back.
They don't just throw the food at you and say, yeah.
And I'm like, you try being rude. It just adds a bit of, It honestly though, it makes me like, don't be nice. It's fish and chips. You're supposed to be looking at me like I'm disgusting. Anyway, right, hole in the wall food places. You're going to the good old US of A soon.
Of course.
God love them.
Yes.
They're on the map right now. Have you got your social media ready to show them?
You want me to throw down a little bit about what myself and Aaron are heading into?
Yeah.
Because it's pretty exciting because we have got a trip. So, of course, we've done the Super Bowl. We did New Orleans and we did Las Vegas over the last 2 years. But this year we're heading down to San Francisco.
Wow.
And so we're looking at, of course, Aaron's Seahawks are in.
Oh, wait a minute, Aaron, Are the Seahawks playing? You see, I'm a supporter of the Seahawks.
The Seahawks are
obviously
in
not
there.
very good one, because but I am a supporter nevertheless.
Anyway, so they won their game last night.
Wow.
And then, of course, the Patriots will be there. And
New England Patriots.
Yeah, so
Ooh-wee.
it's going to be a rematch of their, was it 12 years ago when the Seahawks did one of the biggest blunders of their entire football career there, where they blew a touchdown with the best running back at the time.
Oh my gosh.
They tried throwing it. They blew it.
You don't forget about that quickly.
Yeah, well, Erin hasn't, because I know that because she's told me about every time. Every time we sit down and she's like, you know what's going to happen.
This is...
You know what happened. Anyway, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
And we've lined up a whole bunch of great people to talk to.
Now, talk about your podcast quickly, because it's not going to be on this podcast.
Oh, well, there is going to be a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of Edible Valley down there as well. But of course, we've got the F3 podcast where we're talking...
There you go.
Football, food, and fantasy football.
There we go.
Right?
3 Fs.
So we're going to be down there and we're going to be talking to the Moj, The voice of the BC Lions. Everyone knows his voice who's ever watched the BC Lions game. It sounds like we got the Captain Seahawk, which is a local from Port Alberni, who's like the world's biggest Seahawks fan. So
But he lives in Port Alberni.
Well, he lives in Seattle now, but he's originally from Port Alberni, and he has an absolutely amazing story. So we're
great.
super interested to talk to that. Monterey Bay Aquarium. We're going to go talk to them. Of course, they've been big partners with the Vancouver Aquarium, with Ocean Wise, and setting up that whole program. So
And they set up Ocean Wise.
Well, they helped set that all up,
Wow.
right? And
That's
are
amazing.
big behind sustainable fisheries and sustainable fishing. And so we're going to get in to talk to them. So they've got some programs that they're like, we got some stuff coming out, but it might be too soon for you to talk about. So we may get a little bit of
tease it out then. Tease it.
We're going to have some good times. And then, of course, we're probably going to see some players, and we're going to be able to talk to some of the fans, because we love doing the streeters down there where we can actually ask people about what's their favorite foods, why are they at Super Bowl, who's going to win, right? Which we're suggesting they should say Seahawks. So it's going to be really hard when they go Patriots and Aaron goes boo. We're getting excited about that. And it's also a chance just to check out the food of San Francisco.
But now, what would a traditional... Is it a lot of fish?
Yeah, well...
Is it West Coast
It's
things?
West Coasty food, right? Like, I definitely feel like there's a lot of dishes down there that really... because it's a good immigration spot where a lot of communities have all formed up there. So, there's some good money, and it's very close to a lot of great wines and such. So I think it's a real place to look at.
You're going to be gazeboed, aren't you?
I may put on as much weight as you did.
The challenge accepted. We're only there for a week. Yeah.
Challenge
You have to be
accepted.
6 times more greedy. Wow. So that sounds fantastic. I'm going to ask you something now. I was just talking to Eva saying I really wish we could be like a bit of a sports family, like just the Super Bowl every year to get into that. Can you guys help us? When you're not in America, can you watch it with us in somewhere here?
You know what? Let's start you off with a real game. Get you into the CFL.
Okay.
We're going to teach you about the game Bigger Balls.
Wait, what are you doing?
That we've been playing with a hell of a lot longer than the NFL. So we know what we're doing, okay? So we're going to get you into some of those games and maybe get you out a Lions game.
Okay.
Does
Where
sound
would
cool?
that be?
In BC Place. In Vancouver.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
We could
all right.
do a day trip
I'd
over
love
there.
to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's such a fun thing, and everyone else is so excited about, but I don't know what they're talking about. So yeah,
Well,
it'd be really good
what?
to do that.
I'll send you with Erin because she's the one who really knows about the game. So
Okay.
I
Now,
just get excited.
we need to get you off to bed. Now, you may notice I got something from England. So we talk about these. We go back to England.
Tell me about this.
All right. Slabs.
Slabs. What is a slab?
These are crisps, potato chips.
Okay.
So we actually, my family lived near Exeter, probably about 15, 20 miles from Exeter.
Okay.
There's a farm shop called Darts Farm. Wonderful farm shop. Actually was voted the #1 farm shop in the UK.
Really?
Yeah. This year, 26. So we went in there and we found these crisps, and it's not a big bag. I mean, it's quite a small bag. It looks like, it's 80 grams. So slightly larger than a single portion one you might get in a petrol station, something like that. And they were £2.50, which is quite expensive. It's $4, quite a lot for a packet of crisps. Cheese and onion. What do you think is different about them? Because these are different to any other crisps you've ever tasted. Do you have any idea?
Are they thicker? Are they?
Okay, well, you kind of gave that away. But right, get in there, Erin and John. Get in there and shut your eyes and open your mouth. Right, they're off now. They're off. They're off now, eating their crisp. Do a nice crispy sound on the microphone. Oh, you probably heard that crisp from Erin's from San Francisco. All right, initial. So while you're chowing down on that, these are the world's thickest crisps.
I would say so.
Like, I'd say 15 times thicker. It's very common to go, these crisps are really thick, and they're just basically like any other crisp. These are genuinely like they've chopped up a whole potato and only made about like 14 crisps from it. They're really thick.
Right.
We go back for them every time. But what do you?
You know
think?
what? It's like a mix between a cracker, because
Yep.
you've got that thick
Yep.
texture of it,
Yep.
but you got the same texture and feel of a potato chip and that flavor. So I'm hooked on that.
It's great, isn't it?
I could see a bag of those going down. I could see why you put on some weight.
Erin, come and join us. We'd love to know what you think. Erin's working her way to a microphone. Now, I do have one criticism about these, and I'm wondering if you're going to pick up on them. Erin's going for the bag.
I have to say, I'm a sucker for a good label. And these say thick and big, chunky potato crisps. So they just call you out right on the bag.
They do.
You're going to eat these? Chunky.
So my slight criticism is we were driving along the road. We've gone back 3 times to get these over the last few years. And Eva's like, I'm not mad about these anymore. Like, it's not worth an hour drive to get there. And I said, okay, why? And we've worked out that you can only put so much flavour on a crisp because its surface area is the limit. So if it's much thicker, that's more potato, but that potato is not accessible because it's not surface area.
Right.
The surface area is the same as any other crisp, but the amount of potato is increased.
Mm-hmm.
So when you taste into it, it's a nice feeling, but they don't quite taste enough. They're too potatoey almost.
You get a lot of potato in each bite, which is nice. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's my one criticism, but they are delicious.
That's cool. Oh, well, thank you for sharing with us. And you know what, Will? It's actually amazing to have you back in town.
Thank you.
I'm super excited for this year of the Edible Valley
Yeah.
because I think we got some cool people to talk to. I know you've set up a couple interviews.
Well, can I name drop?
Yeah, you will.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Steve from Edible Island.
It's time
We've been
that
trying to get that blokey on there for ages.
Edible Island and Edible Valley need to
There's
chat.
so much fun there. There's
Yeah.
such a great business. He's a busy guy. He's running a very, very busy store.
And we're busy people.
Yeah,
Between Port Alberni and
Absolutely.
and the Comox Valley. So now we're in 2 valleys
Yeah.
all the time. So I think there's lots of extra stories to share.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this year. So
2026. We're gonna be coming to you with a lot of great stories. So thank you very much for listening. It is an absolute pleasure to have you on board for 2026. And yeah, as ever, any ideas, come to us on the social media. We'd love to hear it. But for now, John, it's time for you to go to bed. You're up at 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
You're
off to
up
Port
with the
Alberni.
cock, as they say in
That's
England. And for now, though, this is the Edible Valley Podcast. My name's William Stringer.
I'm Chef Jonathan Fraser.
And this is the Edible Valley Podcast.